praise Yahweh, Shem Al Shai, Shem Rakakudah, Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of you elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to make this quick. This is a video that was put up by GMS Watchman. And this is a video that was put up a while ago, maybe in the beginning of 2023. So we're talking 2 years ago. And in this video, the Bishop Nate, as you see on the screen, he again changes the doctrine on the mark of the beast. I mean, I can show this whole video, but I'm going right to the point. And what he's about to say in the video that he's about to show, that's actually filmed over there, the news reports that Nigeria, not Lagos, Nigeria, which I believe that's the capital, they're totally cashless. They got to go digital. But other parts of Nigeria would probably be 85%, 90% digital. And that's happened over here in the States. Certain stores I go in, like especially like a BJ's, you want to do the checkout. You know, when I go to BJ's, I'll buy maybe 5 or 6 things at a time. I don't buy a whole, cart full of stuff, but I'll buy maybe 5 or 6 things, give or take. And what I'll do is, instead of waiting on the line to get it checked out by a cashier, I always go to the self-checkout. And you don't know, they do take credit, debits, and so forth, but they also supposed to take cash. And at one time they did, but some of those, checkout the kiosk, you think they take cash, and they might say cash, you take this, then you cash out, and it says, what does it say? No cash. So you have to use a credit card or debit card. So no big deal. Take out the credit card, boom. If they say cash, it's a little easier for me because it's cash. You take it out, put it in, boom. So now, if you go back before the ragamuffin, they didn't have that. I remember during the ragamuffin, you would have to get on a long line, let's say to Targets. Because I used to go to a particular Target pretty much every day. Because remember, we wasn't supposed to be outside unless you shop, going out, buying food or whatever. So I went there every day. When you got there, it was a line that was normally could have been about 30, 40 people. They let you in fairly quickly. And you had to wear a mask. And then you had to wait on another line to cash out. Now, prior to all that stuff with the ragamuffin, you go to these stores, anytime you hit a self-checkout machine, kiosk, it would always take cash. So during that time period, they said, we don't got no coins, we don't take cash. They said the cash got the ragamuffin on it. So they were getting you ready mentally for a cashless society. So the Nate is going to say that in Nigeria, mainly in Lagos, Nigeria, there was a news report. He's going to show it, and then he said because they got a school out there. So to verify, he called the school. He said, "Is this true?" And they say, "Yep, everything's digital." And you'll hear it. And this was put up. I think I put it up 2 years ago. So let me go ahead and Let it rip.
Watch this. Give me the clip I sent y'all on Nigeria. Watch this. Now, I found this video. It's a sodomite talking. I apologize. I shouldn't say that. I don't know if he's a sodomite, but he's effeminate. Can y'all type it up for me? It said Nigeria.
Did you know that Nigeria is basically
Hold
cashless
up.
now?
Wait a minute.
And that they have
Let me read this. Previously on GMS, CBDC, MOTB, Central Bank of Nigeria says our goal is to achieve 100% cashless economy. What do you think they got that from? That whole idea? Did they make it up on themselves by themselves? No, it was the elite that did it, and they're gonna do it country by country, class by class. So let me bring this back.
I found this video. It's a sodomite talking. I apologize. I shouldn't say that. I don't know if he's a sodomite, but he's effeminate. Can y'all type it up for me? It said Nigeria.
Did you know that Nigeria is basically cashless now, and that they have a central bank digital currency?
After a 3-week delay, Nigeria's digital currency.
So it said 2021. So this is in 2021. So we're talking what? 4 years later? And this is fair use, fair use, fair use.
Only 0.5% of Nigerians signed up. Yes,
only
big surprise.
0.5% of Nigerians signed up because they're not with it. You know, government leaders always say, I'm here to do the bidding of the people. And that's a goddamn lie. That's a lie straight out of hell. It says here, digital currency plan. What is it? Fellows as Nigerians defiant on crypto.
People don't want a central bank digital currency. They limited the amount of cash that people could withdraw from the banks and ATMs to $44 per week. The average Nigerian needs $40 per day.
Did you just hear that? Did you just hear that? They limited. Let me bring that back.
0.5% of Nigerians signed up. Yes, big surprise. Most people don't want a central bank digital currency. They limited the amount of cash that people could withdraw from the banks and ATMs to $44
per week.
Nigerian needs $40 per day.
So you ass out. You know? That's called cornering somebody. Just like you have over here in the States, tri-state area, New York, Jersey, Connecticut. You have the Easy Pass. Now you don't gotta get an Easy Pass, but go through this bridge or whatever. They'll have to sign up. If you got the Easy Pass, it's $3, $5, whatever it is. If you don't, we'll mail it to you, and it'll be $10. So you're going to get tired of it, and then you're going to say, you know what, let me go get the Easy Pass. So I don't got to pay this extra money. As of, a month, the congestion pricing, $9 a day every time you go into below 60th Street. And I guess if they take a license picture of your plate and send you by mail, I guess it'll be more than $9. I guess you can use the Easy Pass or whatever the case may be. But they are quickly going from cash to cashless society. And like I said, they'll do it in these places like Nigeria and other African nations. And the people in Nigeria don't understand. And see, you got this blockhead Nate go over there. He's teaching them the scriptures, but he's not telling them that's going to lead to the MOTB. So if it actually come to pass and he says, you know what, GMS was right, you're going to have to fly, you're going to have to hop on planes, and you're going to have to go to all these different places you went to and tell them.
Destruction, not evidence of different banks.
Still a tug of war to get cash.
They banned cash. The government came out in October of 2022 and said that they're no longer accepting the old banknotes. So they said, we're going to give you new banknotes. But then the banks stopped issuing the new ones, and people couldn't get the new ones.
I'm making
making the new Naira note very difficult for Nigerians to access.
So what happened? A 60% increase in people who were using CBDCs, because guess what? Children were starting to starve. They starved their own people.
Who
into
starved their
adopting
own people?
central-
The government. Because the government made a deal. That's what the fornication in Revelation 17. Committed fornication. Matter of fact, let me go to that right quick. Oops. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can bring this back up. Okay, I can bring it back up. Let me just go to this right quick. Revelation 17. And if you notice, we keep bringing up video. I wasn't planning on doing another MOTB, video, but this video came up. Okay. And there were 7 angels, 7 vials, and talked with me, saying, "Come hither, I will show thee the judgment of the great whore America, that sitteth upon many waters." The people from around the world, a great melting pot, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. With who? The whore. They committed fornication with the whore. They went to bed with the whore. And part of that fornication is the democracy and the cashless society. It all came from the beast system, actually from the woman. Now this part right here, when it says abomination and filthiness of a fornication, meaning they want you to pass laws to protect happy people. Remember when Kamala went over there to, I think it was Uganda, and the government said, "No, we ain't with that." She came with a checkbook too. So this right here is talking about they're following their policies. This right here is more so talking about these laws to protect these people. So now let's come on back.
Bank digital currency. The world leaders are taking notes on this. We, the people, need to take notes on this. Only the American people can stop this. And if you don't think that a central bank digital currency and a cashless society, just like Nigeria, isn't coming here, then you need to be a little bit more sophisticated in your thinking.
So, cut that so that was flat. So, I called. We got a school in Nigeria. I called. And the brother said, it is true, especially in Lagos.
What is true?
There's nothing.
So he had to confirm it. He called. He said, "Is that true?" Yes. He said it is true. He's got to connect with Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria.
They don't use cash there. We can't even help them. Okay.
We can't
It's
even
all
help
digital,
them because you have to convert that money into digital money. That's a clue. You still don't get it? Ultimately, the whole planet will be cashless. Give me a second. Forgive me for that.
So I'll give you the next one with India.
Speed.
Put it on the
Folks,
screen.
we have an exercise in how astronomical news can be easily hidden from you in the age of information, yet it's easily verifiable. Did you hear that India wiped out 87% of their cash circulation?
Almost 90% of India is cashless. And they still don't get it. Nate doesn't get it.
We have decided that the 500
You didn't decide a
rupee
you didn't decide a damn thing. You got your marching orders from the elite.
currency notes presently in use will no longer be legal tender from midnight to night.
So if people had fucking loads of money, paper cash, you better go out and spend that shit. So they took the paper dollar, the paper cash, the rupee as they call it, and they said, look, if you don't spend that money, whatever you got, you might have $10,000 under your bed or whatever the case may be. They just totally, if you don't spend it by 12 o'clock, we don't accept it no more.
Where they made cash illegal. 2016, digitalization was forced. 8 o'clock in the evening announced midnight, the big cash was illegal, the big notes. And 70% of the economy crashed. This digitalization is now going all over the world, and there's a war on cash.
It's all part of a global trend against paper money. But India's move has been the most radical of all.
The 500 and 1,000 rupee, which were the most commonly used denominations, were wiped out in an instant. In a country where 98% of the transactions were done in cash, 86% of the currency was wiped out instantly. This is exactly as if President Biden was to come on national television at 9 p.m. and announce that the $10 and $20 bills were effectively canceled. By the way, India's central bank digital currency, the e-rupee, was just launched this year. Well, it took a little time to get 1.2.
Your new President Trump, he passed an executive order to do away with the pennies. What do you think you're going to do after that? You're going to do away with the nickels, dimes, quarters. He might do away with the $100 bills, then the $50 bills, and so forth.
Billion people used to using cash, all digitalized.
If ever there was a time for humanity to wake up, now is the one.
Now give me the next one. USA. Because we brothers, it can't happen here. God bless America. This is Babylon the Great. Mystery. Give me that one. Yes. Yes.
You need to say goodbye to Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, and Cash App because FedNow is coming and you don't have a choice. FedNow is a payment service by the government coming out in July that your bank will have to sign up for, which is the first step to make the dollar digital. Now, how does this work? Well, if you
This
buy
is in the
something on
United States. I can't see why they can't. I don't understand why they can't see this. Are they that stupid?
Amazon, your money won't go directly to Amazon anymore. It will first go to the Fed's account and then go to Amazon. This means the government will know everything you use your money for, and if they want to, they can reject any purchase you make, take money out whenever, and decide what you can and can't spend your money on. Yes, it will be faster for payments to settle, easier to get stimulus, and lowers costs that you have to pay to your banks, but your privacy is gone. So is it truly worth it? And guess what? You don't even have a choice to participate or not. Our banks are the ones who will decide for us, so follow me to stay tuned on the final details before it actually comes.
So Africa was a test though. Africa, India, and they want to bring that here. So back in Revelation 13 and 17, because the question, how could they try to force the saints to sin? Through finances. Those that are weak and give up. Read verse 17 again.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
You had to be involved in this sin. If they see brothers teaching on the street,
he said the mark is you have to be involved in this sin. Now, just recently, he said the mark means charagma. Come on, he changed up again.
Go into the bank account, take money out. Boop, boop, boop. That's what they do. Now you have no food. They try to bend us to make us do what they want. That's what the Bible's prophesying about. Go ahead.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
Except he, go ahead.
That had the mark.
That had the mark, which is sin, whether politically or religiously.
You see how stupid you brothers out there in GMS. Did you just hear what he say? Which is sin, whether it be political. Do you see how stupid that sounds? If you had a working brain and you was in that camp, that school, you would crack up. We couldn't send no spies over there, cause they would crack up. They would go to the bathroom. They would be snickling, and they'd say, "This guy must be a spy." From not that we're gonna send spies over to them, cause we don't give a fuck what they do, you know. This guy is sound. Either he's sold out and he got a bunch of dummies that just listen to his every whim, or they're just dumb.
Or the name of the beast. Or the name of the beast.
Still saying the same thing. Sin in America. Go ahead.
Or the number of his name.
Read.
Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast.
Count the number of America. This white man here. Go ahead.
For it is the number of a man.
It's telling you the number of the white man. That's what it means. The number of a man. Right?
And his number is 666.
So that number represents him. Number of destruction. Everybody understand that? All right. From there. Revelation 17:18. We're almost done.
Okay, so that's it. I wanted to show the whole thing. I believe if you go to IUIC, Bishop Nathaniel explains MOTB in 2023. But anyway, this is just another video on the same subject. And I can't. It's, you know, he used these examples of Nigeria, India, and then the last one was about America, how it's going to come to America. But he can't put one and one together, two and two together, and come up with, ultimately it's going to be an actual microchip that's going to be put in you. That's what the cashless society is all about. Ultimately it's going to be an actual physical chip put in you, not sin in all of its forms. Anyway, so like I said, if you go to IUIC Bishop Nathaniel explain MOTB, it should come up. Shalom.